Hello Disney fans! Now the tickets for the D23 Expo 2019 were just released, and Sean B, one of my subscribers, asked me if I could do a prediction video on what we can expect to see in the live action panel for D23. Now, with a year before the Expo, I thought it would be fun to talk about my predictions not only for the live action panel, but also the animation panel, the parks and resorts panel, and all the other things that we'll see on the Expo show floor. And I should also give a spoiler warning, even though this is all speculation for now, just in case some of this ends up becoming true, you may want to stop watching if you want to go in completely fresh. Now, let's see what predictions end up becoming true next year. So if you didn't know, the D23 Expo is the biggest Disney fan event that takes place every 2 years, where the top Disney executives, directors, and Imagineers talk about their future projects for the first time. They bring trailers, secret footage, and performances that no one else has the opportunity to see. In fact, it's been more than a year since the last Expo, and we the attendees saw things in the live action and animation panel that still haven't been released to the general public. So because Sean B asked me, I will start with the live action panel and I'll talk about the rest of the Expo. Now in 2019's Expo, we will see footage and actors from the following films. First, Star Wars Episode 9, the final film in the Skywalker saga, will be released in December 2019, only 4 months after the D23 Expo. We will see J.J. Abrams, Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, Billie Lourd, Carrie Fisher's daughter, Oscar Isaac, Kerry Russell, Matt Smith, and last but not least, Mark Hamill take the stage. We'll also see Mulan footage with Yifi Liu, Donnie Yen, Jason Scott Lee, and Jet Li as the Emperor. We'll see a lot of artwork as well and a big presence for Mulan on the show floor. And to coincide with the 30th anniversary of the animated Little Mermaid, we will see director Rob Marshall take the stage to introduce the live-action version of this beloved tale. And to introduce the live-action Lady and the Tramp, we'll see Valkyrie or Tessa Thompson playing Lady take the stage, along with Justin Theroux, who actually played the Master Codebreaker in The Last Jedi. He'll be playing the Tramp. We'll also see footage from Maleficent 2. Now Michelle Pfeiffer will be playing Queen Ingrid, and since she also played the original Wasp, I can expect her to take the stage with Angelina Jolie. And we'll see Reese Witherspoon take the D23 stage again to introduce the live-action version of a new Tinkerbell movie. And director Jon Favreau, who was at the D23 Expo 2017, will surely be there again in 2019 to introduce the sequel to the first live-action Jungle Book. We'll also see footage from Genies, a prequel to Aladdin, the story of how Genie got put into the lamp. Now for Marvel movies. Now the exciting thing about 2019 is it's going to be the first year that we see a fully integrated Disney and Fox studios. So we're going to be introduced to a lot of Fox-owned franchises now owned by Disney. And Marvel has a way of introducing new characters by name-dropping them in films. If you recall, Doctor Strange was name-dropped in a scene in Winter Soldier. Now we haven't seen mutants yet in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but everyone likes Scarlet Witch. She, in the comics, was the daughter of Magneto, and Magneto will also be introduced with his mutant powers. Additionally, we'll also see Black Panther 2 footage.
When you said you would take me to California for the first time, I thought you meant Coachella or Disneyland.
And everyone's been eagerly awaiting Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, I was just kidding about the leg. I just need these 2 things.
What?
No, I thought it'd be funny. Was it funny? No, wait, what did he look like hopping around?
I had to transfer him 30,000 units.
Now for the animation panel. With the absence of John Lasseter, I believe Jennifer Lee will take the lead in the animation panel as the new head of Disney Animation. And because Frozen 2 comes out in November on the heels of D23, we'll also see Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell also take a stage and possibly sing a song. And on to Pixar. Now with Pixar's being now led by Pete Docter, he'll also appear, most likely with Brad Bird or Andrew Stanton. Now I recently was at the Pixar Animation Studio, so I can't talk much about it, just to say that there are 3 untitled Pixar animated films coming out in 2020 and 2021. And now to the Parks and Resorts panel. First of all, I believe they're going to bring back the Run Disney races to Anaheim. They've been on a short hiatus because of conflict between Anaheim and Disney, but I believe they're going to mend those fences and actually bring them back. With Marvel having such a large presence at this expo, there's going to be a model of each Marvel land from each location around the world. And I believe at the Parks and Resorts panel, they'll give passes to see a show in one of the parks, or possibly have reserved entrance into Galaxy's Edge. And to help celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion attraction at Disneyland, they're going to have a whole area of the expo show floor dedicated to the history, Imagineers, costumes, and animatronics of this beloved attraction. With the 30th anniversary of the animated film The Little Mermaid, you can bet the Disney store will have exclusive merchandise dedicated to this popular animated princess. And they'll help the lines increase efficiency by turning our badges into RFID chips, where on it will be stored a MaxPass type device, where they'll be able to store StorePass and MaxPass appointments on your ticket. Now these predictions are just the tip of the iceberg. There's going to be a lot of surprises at this next expo. I'm really excited to go to consider all the possibilities of what they could present to us. Until then, I'm going to post some videos to update you on what news that we hear about the D23 Expo 2019. Hope you have a magical day.